Hey, Daily Dosers, I want to share a story with you about a couple in our life group. And they've been in our life group for quite a few years now. They're a young couple and they have a sweet little family, and they have been battling with the health of one of their children for about 5 years now, and we've walked alongside them in that. But just a couple of weeks ago, the mom sent us a text thread in our thread for prayer, and she had gotten another round of negative news about her child, and she just said, "Will you pray for us? We are so weary. We're so tired of the fight. We know God has this, but I don't even know what to say anymore." And so my response to her was, "Oh, I love your ferocious heart. That is our prayer, that all you are doing to fight this will work. We are holding your arms up in the battle, friend." And I made that reference about a story in Exodus that I want to share with you about an unsung hero and what we can learn from that today. It's Exodus 17, verse 8. Now Amalek came and fought with Israel in Rephidim. And Moses said to Joshua, "Choose us some men and go out, fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand on the top of the hill with the rod of God in my hand." So Joshua did as Moses said to him and fought with Amalek. And Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to the top of the hill. And so it was, when Moses held up his hand, that Israel prevailed, and when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed. But Moses' hands became heavy. So they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat on it. And Aaron and Hur supported his hands, one on one side and the other on the other side, and his hands were steady until the going down of the sun. So Joshua defeated Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword. And I love this because you can picture it, can't you? Like Joshua's coming back to his people with this triumphant victory, and they're all celebrating. And here comes Moses down the hill, and he's celebrating. And Moses already had a name for himself as far as being the father of miracle, the miracles happening and everybody cheering, and Aaron, the high priest, going back to his congregation and giving God thanks and celebrating. And then you have Hur. And we don't know a whole lot about her other than this in particular. And he is the unsung hero to me. He's the one that stood in the back and maybe didn't get the accolades at all, but still was there in the middle of the battle doing the work until the sun went down, until the battle was finished. And I think there are a couple of things we can take from that story is, first of all, man, any mission, it is critical and essential to have those in the background doing the work and that foundational work of prayer or whatever it is. I'll tell you, the Daily Dose, our sermons, our ministries, they don't happen because of the people in front of the camera. They happen because of the support and the work and the strategy, and staying until it gets finished is done. So those people are vital to the mission, and prayer is vital to the mission of what God has going on as well. And the second thing I would say is that community is really important. Moses has done a lot on his own, but these two men went up with him and they stayed with him and they were part of the battle with him. And so I would say to us today, first of all, have you thanked anybody in your organization, whatever it is, to those who are standing behind the scenes, behind the camera, doing the hard work all day long? If not, go and do that. And second of all, think about your community and what you've built. Who's going to go with you? Who's on your team? Who's going to pull the seat up so that you can sit down? Because I guarantee you, we will all get weary in the battle eventually. And if you're not in a battle, who is it that you can come alongside? Who is it that you can say, I'll go up the mountain with you. I will be there. I'll pull up the seat. I'll hold up your hands. because we're all going to have an opportunity to do that as well. And it's a part of God's plan that we come together, certainly in this time. It's so important to be a part of a community and part of what God is doing and part of the battle so that we can all come back down in victory. So who is it that you will hold up their hands today? We'll see you next time.